Welcome, everybody, to the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And folks, as always,
it's all good, baby. It was all a dream.
We used to read Blood Horse magazine. I got my blue Cuban links on today.
Yes, Cuban B.
And I'm your host, Chase Sessoms, the Wolf of Oakline.
I'd rather be trapped than lazy. Don't care what they say, I'ma do what they say.
It happens every year about this time. Weaklings act like they lost their mind. Alphas reclaim the neighborhood. Rob the sheep and all the wolves get good. If you will.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Joining me, as always, you might know him as the Michelangelo of the crying Michael Jordan. He's your favorite capper's favorite capper. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry the Sniper Spears.
You know how we do. Rockefeller. Forever. You catch me skating through your town, putting it down. Y'all relating, no waiting. I'll make your block infrared hot. I'm like Satan.
Barry, what's good?
And brother, what's going on, man?
How's things, Barry? How's things?
It's things are good. You know, I can't complain. Life is good, man.
Yeah, I tweaked my back yesterday doing absolutely nothing out of the ordinary than just like being a human. So I've been
I would think that I would be the one that would get injured, just like mowing my lawn or something.
Yeah, it wasn't even that high impact, Barry. It was just like I lifted my right foot, and by the time my right foot came down, it was game over for me.
Gonna call you Jello Ball because you're a tweaker.
All right.
That's bad.
All right. Yeah.
That's bad.
Barry. What are we talking about today? It's Tuesday, so of course we've got our long shots from Parx today. That's for today, Tuesday, the 11th of February, year of our Lord 2025. Post time for the card. 12:05 Eastern, 11:05 God's time, 9:05 Pacific time, out on the Pacific Coast. These are Barry and I's best long shots on the card. We call it Long Shot Tuesday for Barry. It's pretty much just Tuesday. Yeah, he's about that life, as it turns out.
Who knew?
Barry, I know I personally had an issue with this, but did you have trouble finding a long shot on this card?
Yes and no. I mean, I think I would have had to quote unquote gamble a little more, to stretch to try to get to one of the others that I didn't land on. But there are some long shots here, so it's not the easiest of cards, to be honest with you. Top to bottom, these are pretty tough fields, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see a lot of explosions on this card.
All right.
No pun intended.
Well, we are mortal enemies today. We are head to head. I'll go ahead and lead it off because of numerology. We are both in race 9, 6.5 furlongs, $16,000 non-winners of one something. I'm not here to read your fucking conditions. Optional claiming, and I think that there's a little bit of pace here. And my long shot pick will need it to develop in front for my long shot pick to indeed get it home. And I used the 4 Eclair Blanc at 10-1. When I went through the card and kind of evaluated every race for class, workouts, speed, this was the only double-digit shot on the card that I could find that kind of fit the bill for my 3 requirements. I mean, from a class standpoint, she has a win in a $75,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. In her past performances, and from a workout standpoint, she's being worked somewhat consistently, and there seems to be a pattern that's working. And from a speed standpoint, she's playing fast enough to be competitive and be around at the end. It doesn't hurt that this is an optional claiming. She's not in for a tag. And you got Louis Linder and Dexter Haddock that hit at 17% together, and Linder is 17% in sprints. And this horse has 2 starts at 6.5 furlongs where she's never missed the exacta. So I'm going to take the swing with the 4 Eclair Blanc.
Ooh.
Real quick
Eclair
before we
Blanc.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a vanilla French pastry of some sort.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm down with that.
That's just my terrible, attempt to translate French. Real quick before we hit Barry's pick, you'll notice, even though I forgot to put the graphics up earlier, that the Notorious OTB is partnered up with the new premier horse racing ADW Iron Bets. While most ADWs are shuttering their rewards programs, Iron Bets is going strong because they're the ADW built by horse players for horse players. So sign up, get a deposit match up to $300, plus take advantage of Iron Bet's daily promos. And check out their daily promos page every day. It's Trifecta Tuesday. So if you bet $250 on Trifectas today, you're going to get a $20 bet back. I'll have a video for Trifecta play later. Just check out at notorious_OTB. Watch and wager on the best racing action at Iron Bets. Download the Iron Bets app and use promo code NOTB so they know we sent you. That's Iron Bets in your app store, promo code NOTB. And don't forget to give that app a 5-star review. Barry, we are on to your, let's say, longest shot for Tuesday. What were you thinking here?
Well, I'm with you. I do think that the pace in this race is going to heat up quite a bit. That being said, I am going to use number 7, Coco's Vivian, with Paco Lopez aboard. I think this horse gets a pretty good trip from the outside. I think being outside is key to that whole idea because this horse can sit right off of the speed inside of her and get first run on everybody and take over and win this race with ease. So I think the 5, Pachelbel, has to close from too far back. So I think this race really sets up for a horse like Coco's Vivian, who should be the beneficiary of this hot pace, but doesn't need to be too far back in order to get the job done.
I agree. I could see, because I saw whenever I projected the pace pretty much the exact same trip that you're seeing with Coco's Vivian, where it's just kind of like
Yeah.
off the hip kind of stalking trip sort of thing.
Right. I mean, if you look at that January 13th race from Coco's Vivian, the placement was there. Though that's where you want this horse to be. Obviously the horse hadn't been out since April. So it was pretty likely that this horse was going to kind of fade in the stretch. And off of that race and then another workout, this horse should be ready to go.
I like it. I don't like that we're head to head, but listen, it can feasibly, there is a chance out there that this could be a double casher Tuesday because
Dead
we
heat.
hit the dead heat. We just dead heat it, That's what I'm always cheering for. And then for all the other horses to just have fun is my other rooting interest.
Ooh, we don't want that. We want to win.
That's right.
Eclair Blanc is actually Blanc Eclair, and they make dresses. So
Okay.
that's what that is.
Okay. So like how it would appear in the phone book kind of thing, like with instead of Blanc Eclair Blanc.
It's actually Blanc and Eclair. So for all the fashionistas watching this, I know my stuff.
Listen, I've done a deep dive into the YouTube and the Spotify analytics, and we're really trending with the fashionistas right now.
That's what I figured. I mean, you're like the new Perez Hilton of horse racing. So
it's okay. I'll take that in stride.
Wear it.
Thank you.
Wear it.
Yeah,
yes,
I'll wear it with pride. I'll wear it with pride. All right, Barry. It is time to recap some picks. Here we go. I'll lead us off. Race 9, I had the 4, Eclair Blanc, 10-1 on the morning line. That's today, Tuesday at Parx. Barry, what about you?
If Eclair Blanc wins, there'll be dresses for everyone.
Yes.
And if Eclair Blanc doesn't win, we want number 9, or race 9, number 7, Coco's Vivian at 8-1 to the hoop. Paco Lopez, he's back. He's back, baby.
Back with a Well, I hate to say with a vengeance. That sounds
No,
awful.
no, you don't want to say that. You don't want to say that.
Yeah, no, not someone who's coming back from the whole anger thing. Barry, if we dead heat this race, I'm gonna send you that Rocky and Apollo jumping in the surf and hugging gifts so hard. So hard. I'm gonna send that if we dead heat.
Yes, touching middles.
Touching middles in the Pacific surf. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us here today at the Notorious OTB, brought to you by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. But don't you worry your sweet little faces. We'll be back tomorrow looking at our best bets for the Wednesday Turfway card. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. God's time, with more Notorious OTB. Have a good day. Good luck. Mwah. Mwah.